Thank you for joining me. And in this particular video, I want to talk about how managing or mismanaging money can make or break your relationship. So how do you manage a relationship when your partner is not looking for financial freedom and you are? See, when your partner is a spender in the relationship, things can get thrown out of sync. And in fact, managing money in general, when in a partnership, especially when your partner has a different idea of financial freedom, can be very, very hard. See, however, I'm here to help you through these differences. Managing money when your partner has different values, that's a wholly different thing. See, first of all, you must understand that you don't have an issue with your partner. You still love your partner. You have an issue with your partner's money blueprint. In other words, it doesn't match your own blueprint. I had the same situation myself with my wife. Now, she's an amazing person, but when it comes to money blueprint, I was the issue. I was the spender. She was the saver. And that caused a lot of arguments because as a spender, I didn't have any problems with spending. With her, she was a lot more cautious in terms of managing her money. So that created a lot of problems in our relationships because I had loans, I had credit card bills, I was always in debt. And early on in our relationship, it was a big problem. Well, what was my childhood upbringing? What was my financial blueprint? Growing up, I saw my father was a spender, spend. My mother was a saver. Who did I become more like? Like my father, because he spent and I spent. That was me. See, on my wife's side, it was slightly different. My wife, her father and her mother were both good savers, and she modeled that. And so they were good savers. She became a good saver. And in our relationship, that caused a problem because her upbringing was manage money, be cautious with money, and mine was be free with money. Now, there's no right or wrong. In the relationship, the key thing to understand is what are the consequences? And once you understand that there are consequences and differences, it's time to now align. And this is what we're showing you right now. So how can you work past financial fights? The bottom line is this. Know that you and your partner have different blueprints for money. Additionally, don't limit this understanding just to romantic partners. After all, your kids, your business partner, and so many other relationships may have different money blueprints guiding them. See, when you experience fights in these different partnerships, remember you're arguing with their blueprint, not with them particularly. And you must understand that you're looking at a difference of opinion brought about by conditioning and how they were brought up. You can't fault your partner for being a spender because that's how they were raised. You can't fault them for being a saver. That's how they were raised. Instead, sit down with them, but only when you're not upset. Sit down over a nice dinner when you've been getting along beautifully and say, I'd love to talk with you about something in our relationship. And I'd love to be able to take us to the next level. Are you willing? And you start the conversation from there because it's a nice surrounding, nice ambience, and everybody's getting on. You see, it's not your fault. It's not their fault. The problem is fear. Ask your partner if they can help you with that particular thing and vice versa. Ask them what they think you can do or what they can do or what you can do together. Is there a way to balance the need for freedom and the need for spending and pleasure? Let me tell you about my solution. See, my solution was, instead of taking all of the money and spending it, or taking all of the money and investing it, or taking all the money and throwing it somewhere else, why don't we simply divide the money? And every month, you take this much amount of money and have a great time with it, and I'll take this amount of money and I'll have a great time with it. And we'll put it into our freedom account as well. The rest we will manage. Though we had our other issues outside of money, this approach saved us both a lot of grief. Now, I bring all this up today because unfortunately, statistics reveal that lots of relationships get into trouble over money. That doesn't have to be the case. You must understand how money blueprints really work and give your relationship the chance it deserves. Then your relationship can grow. You can learn, you can be a lot happier. Now, share the stories of us. I want to hear from you. Did money or has money been an obstacle to a relationship in your life? Whether it's family, whether it's love, whether it's friendship or business. What are the lessons that you glean from this experience? Share with us right now. Thank you.